Hello, my name is Clayton Jones, and I will present to you today a presentation on air quality and its influence on ozone depletion. Ozone depletion is a global environmental issue. It is the steady thinning of the Earth's ozone layer. Ozone layer is needed to protect the Earth's surface from receiving too much ultraviolet radiation. This occurs in the upper atmosphere. Ozone depletion is often caused by the release of different chemical compounds which contain chlorine and bromine. Effects of air pollution on plants and animals. Air pollution can affect plants' pattern of growth. The air pollutants can cause damage to lead cuticles and effects on photosynthesis systems, leafy longevity, and patterns of carbon allocation within plants. Pollutants such as ground-level ozone physically damages leaves by causing chlorosis or an abnormal yellowing of the leaves, resulting from a deficiency of chlorophyll. This is vital for photosynthesis. Without chlorophyll, a plant cannot manufacture food or energy. Air pollution can also affect animals as well. Household pets can suffer an increased risk of tumors when exposed to polluted air over an extended period of time. It also has been linked to cardiac arrest in dogs. Acid rain falling into rivers and streams can cause respiratory distress in fish. Acidic water is generally cleaner, causing a temperature and a light increase in the water, which results in relocation of the fish that need a darker place to live in order to survive. Effects of air pollution on human health. Air pollution has a major toxicological impact on human health. The 6 main air pollutants are particularly pollution, ground-level ozone, carbon monoxide, sulfur oxides, nitrogen oxides, and lead. About 4.3 million people die from household air pollution and 3.7 million from ambient air pollution, most of whom live in Asia. The 6 impactful pollutants have different effects on human health. Smog effects on the environment. Smog can cause or aggravate health problems such as asthma, emphysema, chronic bronchitis, and other respiratory problems as well as eye irritation and reduced resistance to colds and lung infections. The ozone in smog also inhibits plant growth and can cause widespread damage to crops and forests. Ozone quality today. For the past few decades during spring in the southern hemisphere, there are chemical reactions that occur that involve the chemicals commonly known as chlorine and bromine. These chemical reactions cause the ozone layer in the south polar region to be destroyed rapidly and severely. This depleted region is known as the ozone hole. The amount of ozone is calculated using the Dobson unit. A full ozone layer has 220 Dobson units, and anything under that means the area has been damaged over the years. As you can see from the chart, the area where the ozone hole is located has 24 Dobson units as of 2020, and the average minimum ozone around the world is 103. This means that the ozone layer has depleted more than half on average of its original amount of ozone in some areas outside the ozone hole. Air quality today. Over the years, air quality has gotten worse and worse. This is measured by the Air Quality Index, or AQI for short. Scientists say anything above an AQI of 100 is said to be unhealthy, and anything between 50 and 100 is said to be satisfactory. If you are under the 50 mark, then the area that you live in is said to have excellent air quality. The numbers of cities within the unhealthy range continues to grow every year, but currently there are only 28 cities that fall in that range. There are 66 cities with an AQI above 50, including the 28 that go above 100. In the U.S., currently all the cities fall in the below 50 range. The U.S. city with the worst AQI is Portland, and Portland has an AQI of 44. The city with the worst AQI in the world is Lahore, Pakistan, with an AQI of 405. Ozone depletion. Ozone depletion is a major global issue. Ozone depletion is the steady thinning of Earth's ozone layer. The layer is essential to protecting the Earth's outer shell. The layer is extremely vital because it protects the Earth from receiving an excess amount of ultraviolet rays. Causes of ozone depletion. The reduction of the ozone layer is most likely to occur in the southern hemisphere. Ozone depletion is caused by the release of chemical compounds, which is most commonly caused by human activity. Some chemicals, such as bromine and chlorine, as mentioned earlier, are found in aerosol sprays. How to reduce ozone depletion. While government legislation supported by industry involvement are major factors in preventing further damage to the ozone layer, individuals also have an important role to play. Some of the most dangerous gases are CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, halogenated hydrocarbon, methyl bromide, and nitrous oxide. A way to help out is by getting better air conditioners. Before you buy an air conditioner, think about how you can reduce the use of the air conditioning by optimizing the efficiency of your home. Make note of the size of the orientation of rooms and windows within your house where the air conditioner is to be used. Remember that drapes and blinds and shady trees are all barriers to the elements. Ozone's effects in the interior of buildings. Ozone is known to be common inside buildings, but some scientists wanted to study exactly how prevalent it was, and whether or not it was prevalent indoors or outdoors. They conducted a survey focused on residential buildings in Nanjing, China in July 2019. Taking the average size of a 6-room apartment, they then created a simulation of one based on the layout of many residential apartments. They also sent out a survey and found that 64.8% of apartments had ozone emissions devices. Taking this data and others, they studied natural ventilation under the two most unfavorable conditions in summer and winter. By doing this, they could simulate exactly how much ozone was present in and around Nanjing residential buildings. After charting many graphs and performing many tests, they reached an interesting conclusion. They found that during the summer, outdoor sources of ozone were most dominant, but in the winter, indoor ozone was most prominent only if there was an ozone-emitting device indoors. Otherwise, outdoor ozone levels would still be dominant. Air pollution changes, protecting the stratosphere ozone layer. There are many little precautions that can be taken in order to protect the stratosphere ozone layer. Things such as cutting back on aerosol usages, carpooling with your friend to work in the morning, or using your AC less during warm summers are little changes that could significantly protect the ozone layer and work to reverse its effects. In conclusion, ozone depletion is affected by the quality of the air, which is often caused by pollution. The layer is known for acting as a shield which protects the Earth's surface from receiving an extensive amount of radiation. It is vital for people to be aware of this global issue. And here are our references that we used for the PowerPoint. Thank you for your time.